Okay, I hope that you were able to work the guided practice, but if not, we'll go over it and hopefully I'll answer any questions that you had. All right, we're still on section 6.1 at the top of page 357. So, our question here, number 1 from the guided practice. The lowest temperature recorded in Antarctica was negative 129 degrees Fahrenheit at the Russian Vostok station in 1983. Use only this fact and write and graph an inequality that describes the temperature in Antarctica. Okay, so now instead of dealing with the hottest temperature, we're dealing with the lowest temperature. Basically, same steps. Okay, I went ahead and drew a number line, but I haven't put anything on there because I want to explain it as we go. Remember, I said to keep your graphs pretty much according to your data. Here we're dealing with a temperature that goes as low as 129 degrees Fahrenheit. So obviously I don't want to draw a number line that's going to have 0 in the middle, and I'm going to have to draw 129 slats going out this to our negative direction. That would take forever. And like I said, it would make a messy graph and no one wants to see that. So we always want to have our graphs to represent our data in a neat and organized fashion, as well as, you know, to keep the attention of our audience. Okay, so we're going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take only that part of the graph I need, just a snapshot of it. Okay, so I only want enough to show that we have the temperature of 129 degrees or greater in Antarctica. All right, so I know the lowest point is 129 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and write that one at my lowest point. Okay, and then negative 128, negative 127, negative 126. And you know what? Really, that will suffice. Remember, I have the arrow on this end, which goes on up into infinity. Okay, so the lowest temperature I had in Antarctica was 129 degrees. I did experience that temperature, so I will use a filled-in dot. And because that was the lowest, that means everything else was higher. So I'm going to highlight everything to the right of my filled-in dot. Okay, so that's all we had to do for that one. And then 2, if we want to represent it, we're going to say x is greater than or equal to 129 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now the next example we have, number 2, we just had to write an inequality represented by the graph. If you notice here, the circle's not filled in, and it's going to the left, so x is just less than 8. And then number 3, we have a filled-in circle. It is between negative 2 and negative 3. Everything's going to the right, so x is greater than or equal to negative 2.5. Okay?